I'm Xtinctor, you're Xtinctor Classics, and we are gonna work on some snowmobiles. Like, look, this is a 74 Merc fully, like, and there's another 74. No, I'm joking. You already saw the thumbnail, you already saw the title. It probably concluded to what's in here. I mean, don't worry, like, I would just prefer to work on the Camaro. I need to get some, it'd be nice to get some cool things for this. Or, you know, until once we get the new engine for this. But, like, that's all coming up. There's videos coming for this, new engine for this, good old workbench, maybe some bolt-ons for the Camaro. Got some snowmobiles, there's the hot rod project, but really, I just need to get to work on the customer vehicle. That's how I pay for things. On the last video on this, I took possession of the vehicle, which is okay, and we took off the back bumper and the side skirts so I could see how deep this damage goes. As you guys can tell by this, oh, that's even cracking further because it's Bondo. Someone did a hack repair here. I may have to take off the rear tires to get to this side and do all this. This is not what I'm being here to repair for. This needs some new bumper brackets and a new bumper for sure, but that's not what I'm repairing here. And this rear wheel has to be taken off to do this side. That is not what we are focusing on here today. Today, what we're going to do is where they have the lovely joy of taking out the seats, taking out the rear of the center console so I can lift and take the carpet up and get to this rear floor repair. Because this rear floor, well, obviously I need to make sure I get rid of all of the things that are flammable before welding.
Flowers bloom with every...
So also, number one thing, while you're taking apart cars, I always take a bag, put all the pieces in that I just took apart, all the bolts, take all the pieces, take all the bolts, put it in here. The wifey might hate this, but I steal all her Ziploc bags. Driver's seat, there's all the hardware for the driver's seat to be plugged back in. Now, I did notice this here. This is the thing, I really hate seeing stuff like this because I want to fix everything, I want to do that, but this is not on the budget. If it's my car, I'll go in and fix it. This is for a customer. I am only fixing those wheel wells and the floor, so that's all I have to concern myself about. The airbag here has a staple, not even a staple, a bobby pin that's been routed into itself so it doesn't trigger the airbag in the seat. Maybe that's because there are different seats installed, maybe there's many other reasons people do this to cars, but that's not proper. Also, just to notice and stuff this, I've now realized as I've taken out the seats and stuff because I want to go with the carpet, I will not be starting this car now. Why? Because they'll throw codes, they'll throw errors and stuff. And what I'm going to be probably doing after I finish taking out the seat is probably deactivating the battery. Reason for that is just so when I'm welding on a vehicle, you have to disconnect the battery anyways, so you don't like hurt anything in the vehicle. Same reason why I'm taking all this apart, so I can pull the carpet up properly and not harm the vehicle.
With every breath, the sun and moon, they take a rest. I write your name up in the sky. Hearing your name makes me so high. Natural phenomenon, unexplainable feeling. I was lost, but I found you. Would you let me hold your hand and fly? You don't have to be afraid, everything will be alright. Stars align for you and I, maybe we should both try. You don't have to be afraid, everything will be alright. Would you let me hold your hand and fly? Would you let me hold your hand and fly? Would you let me hold your hand and fly?
like I said before, the main reason for doing a lot of this is just so nothing gets broken or anything here. Like here, have to take off the skid rail and have to pry, go in here with my detailing tools, pry and pop all this. This way I can take the carpet out really nice. And look, now we can access this very easily. I am going to have to peel up, this is sound deadening, so I guess I'll order some sound deadening. Surprised this car has some. I have to peel up a bit more of this sound deadening. I have to clean off. This is sealer, so this will be factory sealer. I'll go get some. I have some. You just spray it down with your silicone gun, pretty much. All this stuff is just to seal all this down. Look, even this stuff is stuck to the bottom of the carpet. So this is highly flammable. If you do not take all this stuff out while you go to weld on a car, welding is pretty much melting metal together. If you start welding with this carpet in place just from underneath, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld from on top and underneath as well, clean up the underneath weld so it looks like there are no welds there, because, well, you want it to be clean. In the inside I might not clean up the welds because, well, they're on the inside, they're maybe hidden by carpet. But look, those are some nice welds for sure. So obviously, like, I'm gonna have to make a floor repair here, but this is a lot more accessible. So this is the ugly part of doing cars. As you can see, gutted interior, no back seat, no front seat. Actually, that's almost kind of cool, the way like you have the back seat and just sitting there. There's the rust issue. There's the other rust issue you can see right through. There is a broken plastic piece there and stuff. What it looked like was someone put double-sided tape on the back of it and just taped it in the previous. So someone's broken it previously and tried repairing it, but that's fine where they go. There's a little bit of rust here where the seat bolts go and stuff. I'm not really worried about this stuff. I can't punch through it. Like, this is right through. That's a problem, obviously. This is not too much of a worry. So I may have to later on clean all this up and prep it for welding. Clean all that up, prep it for welding. Going further, oh yeah, that metal goes further. Ugh. And there's rust. And there's rust there too. All of that. So as you can see, the rust goes all the way from there to all the way there. So I actually have to pull back all of this dampering because it's flammable. Pull off all this dampering, grind up all the metal, form new metal, lay a new sheet here that's not going to be that thick actually. It's about to be like 2-3 inches thick. Form it all. This upper lip where it welds to and stuff is fine. So I just have to grind that from the underside and put spot welds in it like it would be factory and silicone it. Weld up all this nice and smooth and grind it flush so it looks normal. The not pretty part of doing these cars, you have to gut these cars. Like, as much as people go like, oh, just weld it from underneath, you'll just cause a fire and it'll burn down. Whateverness that they put in these cars, it's all garbage. Like, look, it's melting currently, and that's just from the heat from the vehicle, and it's all over the place. It's on the carpet. It's gross. Like, I hate this stuff, but it has to get done, and then I have to put it back. So I'm going to be putting some automotive body silicone into here and stuff. Sealant. I can't remember the name of it. It's from factory. I'll put in the silicone into it, seal it all back up, and it'll look mint. I gotta clean that surfaces up. But for now, I gotta push the car back in because I don't want to keep the car out for the night. And I'll get back on this the next day.
And happy endings, natural phenomenon, unexplainable feeling. I was lost, but I found you. Would you let me